My name is Rizzo, and I'm currently studying a Bachelor of Commerce at Macquarie University, majoring in Marketing Management. Today, I'll be talking about my philosophy in ethics and marketing, corporate social responsibility, and sustainability, and how I'll apply this in my future career of marketing. Well, let's get into it. Firstly, let's get into ethics. Ethics are moral principles to live by. It's about knowing right from wrong and being set on a path that is ethically better as opposed to an ethically problematic course of action in life. As we are on this journey of what's called life, we all have the role of being an ethicist ourselves every day. Yep, day by day, we are encountered by ethical dilemmas, large or small, in which we have to make our very own ethical decisions. These dilemmas could possibly be having to tell the truth knowing even it can make you look bad, choosing not to gossip about others or talk behind their back, being polite to wait staff at a restaurant, choosing to shop at a retail store giant because of low cost pricing yet ignoring their low pay scales to employees. Every day we are constantly faced with ethical dilemmas, and every dilemma we have to make a decision that either aligns with a high moral standard or a choice that falls outside of what is right and responsible. But being ethical doesn't always mean being legal, and being legal doesn't always mean being ethical. Ethics and law do not necessarily map out onto each other, and actually there are acts that are illegal and ethical, and acts legal and unethical. For example, running a red light if someone's life depended on it. Here we are breaking the law by running a red light and not stopping, but in this circumstance, ethically, it can be justified as it is a life or death situation. The decision of running a red light is illegal. However, ethically, you have saved a life as a consequence of this choice. So in marketing ethics, it is very much the same. There is no one standard definition of marketing ethics, but it's really just knowing right business practices from wrong and undertaking practices that enhance and endure rather than degrade and destruct our society and environment. So marketing a product or service, it won't solely only be based on the benefits of the product or service itself, but also highlight the benefits to society and the environment. The American Marketing Association summarized 3 ethical norms for marketers to follow. This includes do not harm, foster trust in the marketing system, and embrace ethical values including honesty, respect, responsibility, and fairness. Deirdre Ridge, CEO of Pure Performance Communications, shared the 4 pillars of ethical marketing she uses. These pillars help my understanding of how to market ethically. These 4 pillars are based on, firstly, accuracy. Is what you're marketing accurate? Is your communication exaggerated? Are you being precise in your offering? These are questions you have to ask yourself. Secondly, truth. Ask if your marketing is based on the truth with facts and corroborated information. Customers expect you to be truthful in your communication, and they won't tolerate deception. Thirdly, objectivity. Ask if your communication is objective and without bias towards the people who are meant to receive the information. Your communication should respect all parties involved. And lastly, the 4th pillar is fairness. You have to ask if your marketing is fair to all parties, you and your customer. In other words, will your marketing, PR, social media, and so on be fair and helpful to your target audience? Or is it actually harmful and communicated with an unfair advantage? Corporate social responsibility, aka CSR, and sustainability. CSR is a business model which assists a business to be socially accountable to itself, stakeholders, and society. CSR is about the business's willingness to extend beyond the legal, social, and environmental minimum standards on a voluntary basis. It's important to have CSR as it helps a business monitor and manage its own actions and be conscious of any impact it may have on any aspect of the society, which include economic, social, and environmental. These are the 3 same areas focused on sustainability. According to the Oxford Language Dictionary, sustainability is the ability to continue for a long period of time. It also means avoidance of depletion of natural resources in order to maintain an ecological balance. Sustainability covers the same areas of CSR, hence it is achieved when following the CSR business model, reducing harm from corporate activities and ensuring sustainable practices. Now, how would I apply all of this in my future career in marketing? Firstly, I definitely wouldn't turn a blind eye on the opportunity ethical marketing holds. We're in the 2020s now, and to the 2022 consumer, it has become more important than ever to have ethical marketing and CSR sustainability implemented in your business model. In a 2020 IBM survey of 18,980 consumers among 28 countries, separated the consumers into these segments to understand consumer preferences and values. In these surveys, it further found that nearly 6 in 10 consumers are willing to change their shopping habits to reduce environmental impact, and nearly 8 in 10 respondents indicate sustainability is important for them. And for those who say it's extremely important, over 70% would pay a premium of 35% on average for brands that are sustainable and environmentally responsible. However, is this just what consumers are saying, or does this really align with their purchasing behavior? New research from Mintel highlighted that 56% of US consumers stop buying from companies they believe are unethical. Over one-third stop buying even if there is no substitute available, and 27% stop purchasing even if they think the competitor offers lower quality. This shows so evidently how strong consumers value brands that are ethical and their determination to not consume from a business that does not practice ethically. However, looking at the findings from Mintel and IBM, I also found that half of Americans agree that marketing products as ethical is just a way for companies to manipulate their companies, and that 71% of those surveyed from IBM indicated that traceability is very important and are willing to pay a premium for brands that provide it. This revealed to me and brought me back to the first pillar of accuracy, that in my future career I will ensure to precisely display the business ethical practices and provide traceability of this ethical progress, where consumers can see and feel more satisfied when purchasing from their favorite ethical business. This is how I would get started in applying this in my future career in marketing. Thank you for watching and listening.